organization. It's something that just developed because you're on a path that you take one step, it leads to the next step, it leads to the next step, and you keep going. And you just got to plan ahead. Where am I going to go this year? Where am I going to go next year? And keep going forward. You just got to keep looking ahead.
Mm. So, and then the principles that have guided you, that you think have helped you. I mean, you said your mother used to say, go to the synagogue on a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Are there any principles that you learned either from the Torah or from being in the synagogue that you think you applied in business?
No. I'm not a religious person. I'm Jewish and I'm proud of it, but I don't practice the faith. I'll tell you another story.
Yes.
My grandfather was a rabbi. Okay, he had two sons. The oldest son was a very good sportsman and was chosen to play, I think it was tennis, because we're not quite sure, on a Jewish holiday. And his father wouldn't let him play and he committed suicide. My father rejected religion because of it, because his brother committed suicide because of it. And although I'm Jewish, religion was never pushed down on us.
Okay. So the principles could have been an inverse, like the other way around.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes, I'll apply the principles, but I'm not religious.
Yeah.
And within the organization, what are some of the mistakes you think you made over the years?
How much time have we got?
We've got enough time.
You make silly mistakes. You'll never win an argument with a customer. So don't try to prove yourself right. Find a solution to the problem. So when you start saying to the customer, but this vacuum cleaner is full of dirt, you haven't cleaned it, that's why it's not working. How's the customer going to feel? You don't want them to feel. You want them to feel like, oh, okay, they cleaned my vacuum cleaner for me, showed me how to do it, and I feel better now. Now I've learned. You don't want a customer to feel inferior. So, and in the beginning days, you want to win an argument, but you're going to lose a customer. So, having happy returning customers is what it's all about with us.
Mm-hmm. And then we talked about hiring earlier on, and you mentioned a few times that you love them out of school, or they're better out of school because then you can mold and teach.
Yeah, we like to get people young.
Yes.
Yeah, and when you've worked in a certain company for a certain period of time, that's the way you think. And they come to our company and our culture is completely different. Are they going to settle in? Some do, some change, and some feel awkward. Because, in the morning, first thing they do, we sing and we dance and we jump around and some people say, I'm not going to do this. So, if you get them in and you educate them in our culture and they buy into it, some people don't. We're not right for everybody. And if they buy into it, they become part of the team. I mean, we've got people with us. Well, Simon Magatini started with me, stayed with me for 40 years.
You have people that have worked for you for 40 years.
Yeah, well, he's retired now.
Yeah.
But we've got so many people over 30 years. We've got a big plaques for them. Yeah.
Wow. And why do you think they stayed with you?
Obviously, they enjoy what they do. They get a decent living lifestyle. And
yeah, but they can do that anyway.
Yeah, but they enjoy what they do. They're comfortable with their work. They're bought into our culture. They understand the way we think, and they fit into it. Our financial director joined us about 8-10 years ago. Interviewed everybody at head office, and everyone there had worked there for 14 years or more.
Yes, so that's what intrigues me. There must be something that you figured out about human beings and how to lead them that makes them want to stay.
No, I don't know what it is.
Is it the culture?
It's our culture, but I don't know if it's because we try to motivate the staff. We have a little thing that there's a mat when you walk in the store, wipe your feet in the morning, leave your home problems behind, and when you go out at night, wipe your feet, leave your work problems behind.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's that or it's just the environment we live in, or I mean, some people have come and left the next day. You know, some people take their handbags at tea time. We never see them again.
You know, one time I got a job at Woolworths.
Uh-huh.
And it's the only job, the shortest job I've ever done. I worked there for 1 day. So I get there, I was wearing formal clothes, like a shirt, pants, and formal shoes. I thought I was going to be in the storefront, greeting people, talking to them, showing them clothes and whatever they needed to buy. So the manager sees me and he says to me, "Come with me to the back." Takes me to the back of the warehouse and he says, "You see that stack of boxes? Make sure they're all flat by the end of the day." I spent the entire day, morning, afternoon, and late afternoon stepping on boxes in my formal clothes. I didn't go back the following day. So I know what you mean when you say some people are there and by lunchtime
They're gone.
They're gone.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to business owners on navigating economic downturns and tough financial periods?
One, keep your money in the business.
Keep
the money in the business.
Keep the money in the business.
You know, because you're doing well. How many times have I seen this? The guys are doing well, and all of a sudden they're driving nice cars. They moved into a new house, and the money comes out the business, downturn in the economy. There's nothing. When we spoke earlier about the looting before the interview here, we were fortunate that we got paid out 100%, but we had to start trading, as I said, 9 days later. We had to buy stock. We had to pay our staff. We had the funds to do that. You know, if we didn't, I don't know what would have happened. You know.
Yes, because waiting for the insurance payout also takes time.
Yeah.
Investigations, all of those things.
You know, my advice to business owners: communicate with your team members so they know what's going on. Make your customers feel special. They're more important than I am. Without them, we haven't got a business. And keep the money in the business. Don't take it out and waste it.
So that speaks to not having an ego in a way. Because if you're saying the customers are more important than you because without them, there's no business, it means you've removed yourself from the business. So what does then servant leadership mean to you? Because it sounds you're saying, I'm a servant to the customers and to the business.
I am. I was brought up with a service mentality. My father was sent to a boarding school in England when this happened, when his brother died. And he was in a boarding school in England, which is very strict. He couldn't sit with his arms on the table. So when we couldn't start eating until my mother started eating.